Hey guys, welcome back again today for another one of my 25 days of Christmas. Yes, I know I'm behind. I haven't been feeling well. Of course, like I said, life is going to get in the way at some point in time. But I have compiled 3 different days of sketching in this one video to make up for days 7, 8, and 9. So hopefully that makes up for the lack of videos. What I'm doing here, actually, before I say what I'm doing, I should say, hey, my name is Karina. I'm also known as Artistic Newfie here on YouTube. Thanks for joining me today if you're new or if you're a returning subscriber. I always like to say who I am at the beginning of the video just in case there's someone new here who may not know. Yeah, that's maybe I shouldn't have to say that every day. Let me know if you guys are tired of hearing me open up with the same thing over and over. Anyway, I am doing I'm drawing an accordion here today, and the first prompt that I'm doing is the longest one actually. There's 3 in today's video. So the first day that I'm doing here will be an accordion and a fiddle. The reason why I've incorporated this into the challenge is because Newfoundlanders are known for their kitchen parties. It's kind of like an Irish thing too, I guess. During Christmas, usually, like, there are some people that have parties throughout the year, but for me, growing up, the kitchen party was a big deal during Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve as well. So basically, with me growing up, I would go next door to my grandparents' house. I was lucky enough to have my grandparents in the same yard as me growing up, which was really nice. So I would go next door, and people would drop in, friends of the family, and they'd all drink and play music. Of course, I wasn't old enough to drink when I remember having these parties. This was well into my early preteen, and from the ages between maybe of 4 years old up to maybe my probably late teens, I guess, but it was mostly the adults that did the drinking. But it was nice to sit around with family and listen to Christmas music and enjoy everyone's company and laugh and joke around and things like that. But even today, there are people that have kitchen parties, shed parties, where everyone gets together. People who can play an instrument bring an instrument, and they just play some folk music, things that kind of grew up with, and everyone just have a good time. Now, the one thing is that when we used to have our kitchen parties, mostly people would be just sitting around, sitting at the table and talking to one another and, telling stories and telling jokes and things like that. My grandfather actually knows how to play the accordion, but we don't have any other musicians in the family. I do have a fiddle and I do have a bodhrán drum. I haven't a clue how to play either one of it, and I did try learning, but I kind of gave up, so maybe I'll have to take that up again. Yeah, it was always fun growing up during Christmas, and we'd all get together for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, like I had mentioned, and just sit around and just have a good time with family. And yeah, it was pretty cool. This is my first year home for Christmas since 2009. 2010 I moved away and I was gone until just this year. I just moved back home a few months ago, so this is the first Christmas I've had here in a while. I think things have kind of slowed down for my family, and people don't get together like they used to do, which is kind of sad, but we're gonna make it a good Christmas anyhow. But I just wanted to say a little bit about the piece I'm drawing here now. The accordion and the fiddle took me forever to do, and I probably have some, the strings aren't right or the buttons aren't right somewhere, but it was just to sketch out something quick and fun, just to talk about what I would do on Christmas Eve and whatnot with the family and everything, and this is kind of what we did. So I wasn't trying to make anything to be perfect or anything like that, and but I hope you guys like it for what it is anyway. But it took me forever to draw, and like I had mentioned, I'm behind on my videos because I haven't been feeling well, and I'm not feeling well today recording this voiceover as well, so I apologize if I'm not very enthusiastic. I am trying my best, but An accordion is not that easy to draw. It is really not that easy to draw. I kind of kept getting mixed up in the pieces in the center. I have no idea what parts of the instrument is what, but the part that would go in and out, those are very difficult to draw. But and I know I could have done more with the fiddle or the violin, whichever you want to call it. But you know, I was kind of just trying to get the picture done and over with, and I didn't want to color them because it's technically a draw with me. And you know, I've had comments before that you shouldn't color your pictures when you're doing a draw with me, because that kind of eliminates the drawing part. That, you know, that should be the main focus of the video. So I did not color them, but like I said, I had fun drawing them anyway. So coming up in the next two pieces here, and I apologize, this video is a little bit short. I don't know, maybe you guys are enjoying a bit of a shorter video, but coming up here, I'm going to be doing something else that kind of, I guess, means a little bit during Christmas. I did lose a bit of the footage, so I apologize. It's almost half done, and it is during Christmas. I didn't grow up exchanging stockings, but since I've met my fiance, every year the three of us would exchange stockings. Well, me and Jeremy would exchange stockings on Christmas Eve, and then you know, the kid would get hers Christmas morning, because Santa, you know, fills up her stocking and brings it with a small gift. So that's kind of a tradition that we've put together since we've been, you know, together since 2010, that we would exchange stockings every year. So that's why I tried to incorporate a stocking into the video. Now, the last thing some people may kind of joke about, but during Christmas, now this is not my image, you'll clearly see who it is, if you know who it is, I guess, towards the end here, but every Christmas we watch a Christmas special on TV, and it is from Mrs. Brown's Boys, and I just had to draw the illustrated, the kind of, when the video or the show opens up, you get this little like illustrative thing going on, like a little cartoon at the beginning, so I had to draw Mrs. Brown. And we really enjoy the Christmas specials and everything, and we've kind of made it a plan to sit down and watch the Christmas specials every year. Some that, you know, we'll replay because they're pretty fun. They are not really for kids, you know. I guess if you want to let your kids watch them, I guess it's completely up to you. But you know, it's kind of, there's a lot of dry adult humor in it, but it's not, you know, completely vulgar. But I'm sure if you don't know who Mrs. Brown's Boys, if you don't know the show, then maybe you're living under a rock. I don't know. It's a show that's made by a gentleman from Ireland, and we find it pretty fun. So if you want to check that out, you can definitely do so. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are able to see the video pretty good. I think I'm trying to use a different lighting here and a different background to brighten it up. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.